What's up, guys? Ivan Carranza here, and today I want to talk about tracking the progress of your practice sessions. And this is something that I started thinking about this week because something that happened while I was practicing. As some of you know, I've been touring a lot, I've been traveling quite a bit. So for the last more or less 3 months, I haven't been really practicing in the sense that I haven't been trying to achieve something new. I haven't been learning new songs, I haven't been learning new techniques or working on getting something up to speed or practicing licks or things like that. My practice has been mostly just maintenance because I've been playing, so I'm playing shows, I'm traveling, so there's no time to practice, and the little time that I have to practice was to maintain the dexterity and the stamina to be able to play the shows. So the last time that I worked on something was maybe around the end of April, May. But now that I am home and I'm staying here for the next 3 months until the winter tour of Dr. Crapula, I have time now to practice. So I started, getting back into the rhythm of working on a couple of things. I've been practicing quite a bit of guitar as well to, discover and unlock the neck of the guitar with those 2 extra strings. But I've been also working on my pick playing because I know that for the next tour there are going to be some songs where I'm going to be playing with a pick because we recorded them with a pick. So I started going through a couple of other songs that are or have me playing with a pick. And I started practicing again Holy Wars by Megadeth just to get my stamina on the down picking. And I noticed that, to my surprise, my stamina and my consistency of my right hand was way better than what I expected, even better than what I left it at back in May. And this got me thinking about other times where I've been practicing something, left it, and then came back to it at a later date, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, or something like that later, and I started working on it again, and I noticed how easy it was, or that it made sense now after having been practicing thoroughly for a time, then left some space in the middle, and then coming back to it. So that also led me to think, sometimes when we practice, let's say you're practicing your scales, let's say you're working something very simple on a C major scale, right? As you're practicing that, and you practice it every day or every practice session that you have. If you're looking at it, constantly, and you're building up your skill over time, sometimes it's hard to track or to notice yourself how good you are getting or how your progress is going because we're too close to the subject that we're practicing. What I've noticed is that sometimes when you, like I said, take a break, step back and look at it from the bigger perspective, when you come back to the topic that you were practicing, like I said in the example, let's say the C major scale, then you are going to come back and notice that you're now understanding what you're playing, you're getting better. You remember where the notes are, you remember which fingering you were using. But sometimes if you just practice the same thing day after day after day after day, trying to progress in small increments, and then you reach a plateau, sometimes it's hard to notice how good you're actually getting. And we're all gonna reach plateaus in our playing at some point. Maybe you can't play something fast enough, maybe you don't understand what a bass line is based out of. Maybe you cannot pick up a song by ear and you're trying to listen, trying to transcribe it, and you cannot do it. So what I would suggest is taking a little break from doing one thing and coming back to it at a later date. What you can also do, of course, is have a practice log. And that's something that I did, for example, when I was in music college. I had an Excel file with, what I did for a day, when the practice session happened, how long I practiced something, and what my goal was. So I could see, track, measure and assess what was in the practice log, and I could also always go back to what I did, let's say, I don't know, a week ago, a month ago, and see where I was then and where I am now. This is, of course, extra work that you have to do. You have to log it in and you have to put, okay, today I worked on the C major scale from this time to this time. I got from tempo 100 to 112 in all positions of the neck. Next session, I want to go to 116, something like that. And then you work on it and then you track. It is extra work, definitely. At some point, I stopped doing it, but maybe it helps you to get also motivated because you see where you are and where you were before and where you're going with your practice. So I hope this is something that maybe helps you or inspires you, because I know how it feels to practice something and feeling that you're not progressing, and you practice and you practice and you practice and you feel that you're not getting anywhere. Maybe you just need to take a little break of that one thing, do something else, learn a song that you like, enjoy, have some fun with the instrument, and then come back to the topic, you know, a couple of days later, a week later, 2 weeks later, you know, something like that, so that you can take a look at it with a fresh set of eyes and ears, and also your hands, because depending on how much you practice, your hands can, you know, get tired. It's you're using your muscles, everything is functioning. So also taking a little sidestep is beneficial in the long run. I hope you guys liked the video. Let me know if this has happened to you in your practice routine. And also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with the content that's coming to the channel. As always, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care.